Whitby's footballers were enjoying the taste of success.
Hang on, watch your heads. This was Whitby's way of saying hello to the town that just can't stop celebrating. The Endeavour lookalike sailed into the harbour on Friday. This was the real thing, an open-top bus carrying the Whitby team that had triumphed at Wembley on Saturday.
Absolutely fabulous. I mean, everybody's overwhelmed with it, really. It's going to be a great afternoon for us and hopefully a great night.
Right from the start, the Whitby players had looked relaxed as they walked out at Wembley. No matter that some supporters opted to stay at home for the Captain Cook's Endeavour celebrations, Whitby soon had the North Ferriby defence all at sea. First of all, skipper Neil Hodgson's shot was tipped onto the woodwork, but defender David Logan reacted to shoot Whitby into a first-half lead and make their supporters happy. In the second half, Whitby's Endeavour ensured they'd win their first major cup. Graham Williams, once with Aston Villa, smashed the shot past the North Ferriby keeper. Humberside was being humbled, and the Whitby fans were really celebrating now. Whitby, of course, had lost the old FA Amateur Cup at Wembley back in 1965, but the much-travelled Andy Toman made sure the FA Vase would be going to Whitby in 1997. Toman has won promotion with Darlington and played for Hartlepool and Scarborough, but he'll put this at the top of his great memories list.
I would say so, yeah, definitely. The lads have done marvellous. We didn't play as well as we can, and we came away 3-0 winners, so what more can I say?
And for manager Dunn, the man with the famous moustache, the final whistle ended a great season. Whitby, champions of the Northern League and winners of the Carlsberg FA Vase. It wasn't just a bus ride yesterday. The players took the trophy, could have been dangerous that, on a trip around the harbour. Just like Captain Cook before them, Whitby Town had steered their way into the history books.
Well, cricket now, and Yorkshire had an easy victory over the minor club.
Venture into Europe, but on Saturday, non-league Whitby Town got the princely sum of £6,000 for winning the FA Vase at Wembley. But, refreshingly, it wasn't a day when money mattered. It was simply a great occasion. No matter what level you're at, there's nothing quite like that winning feeling. And Whitby Town certainly had that yesterday as they returned home from their victorious Wembley weekend. Thousands turned out to join the FA Vase celebrations as the team took to a converted lifeboat for a trip round the harbour. The day before, Whitby had joined Carlisle on the region's Wembley Roll of Honour, beating North Ferriby 3-0. But win, lose or draw, it was a day destined to be the highlight of the players' careers. Wembley is the home of football, and players of worldwide reputation consider it an honour to play there. So for these lads, it was the moment of a lifetime.
The atmosphere is just incredible, Steve. Can't tell you. I'm really looking forward to it.
You were telling me before you've been so excited, haven't you?
Oh, I was up at 4:20 this morning doing a few stretches. You know, I did wake up very early though this morning, and you know, I'm just so excited about today.
Whitby were by far the better side and finally made the breakthrough on 27 minutes when fullback David Logan scored the first goal. It remained like that until the 61st minute when Whitby's other fullback, Graham Williams, got number 2. Whitby then took complete control of the game, and on 75 minutes Andy Toman got the goal which would have graced any game at the famous old stadium. Many a world-class players climbed the Wembley stairs to receive a hard-earned trophy. This was a moment for Whitby that will long live in the memory of the players and the fans.
Winners! We are the winners! It's a great feeling.
We've done the goods. We've done it. I just can't explain how I'm feeling. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Great goal.
Yeah, believe it or not, I've scored 2 or 3 of them this season. But I don't think you will believe that. But it was
not more important than that, though.
No, not as important as that, and I'll never forget that one, I must admit.
Sum it up, what's it like?
Oh, I don't know, it's just like all weight off your shoulders, you know. It's great when all these fans come, travel all the way down from Whitby, and you know, the boats come in as well. And I think there'll be a few ships sailing tonight, I think. It's great.
Great stuff. Well, it really was Whitby's weekend, and not just from a sporting point of view. On Friday evening, hundreds of thousands of people watched the replica of Captain Cook's Endeavour sail into the North Yorkshire port on her tour of Britain. And over the weekend, many more visited the town and went aboard. Her homecoming was exciting and emotional, and 250,000 people filled the quayside and lined the coast to experience this dramatic moment in Whitby's history. Captain Cook's Endeavour had come home to a rapturous welcome on a warm spring evening in 1997.
We always thought we had a terrific ship here, but the response of the people and the inquisitiveness of the people coming down to wanting to see what we've got is mind-blowing. It really is, just to say the least. We knew we would get a good crowd because obviously this is the spiritual home of the ship, but I had tears in my eyes.
The original ship was built here more than 200 years ago and set sail from British waters in 1768 to discover new worlds in the South Pacific. This is the world's most authentic replica ship, and all this week she's open to the public at Whitby's Endeavour Wharf. An estimated 150,000 people climbed on board on Saturday alone. It was a chance to explore below decks and experience the conditions endured by Cook and his fellow 18th century seafarers. The ship is dressed with artifacts as if Cook and crew had just gone ashore to explore the newfound lands of Australia and New Zealand.
It's incredible, actually, to see how they lived, how, what is it, 90 people lived for 3 years. Unbelievable. Amazing.
It was wonderful to see it coming into the harbour. It was as though it should have always been there. It was wonderful.
I think she's fantastic. It's a wonderful project. Anything that projects our history and our heroes.
Somethings, but their 3-goal victory over North Ferriby United gave the fishing port something to celebrate, a Wembley victory and the FA Carlsberg Vase.
Ever makes its long-awaited entrance to the port of Whitby. 229 years after Captain Cook set sail for the other side of the world, the town's footballers prepare for the biggest day in their lives. And 60 miles down the east coast, the village of North Ferriby prepares to step out of the shadow of the Humber Bridge for its day in the limelight. The final of the FA Vase at Wembley is an all-Yorkshire affair.
The supporters of Whitby Town and North Ferriby United have waited a long time for this day. Whitby Town have been here before once for the FA Amateur Cup final of 1965, and North Ferriby United have never been to Wembley, having been formed in 1934.
North Ferriby of the Northern Counties East League earned their big day out by beating Guisborough Town 3-1 over 2 legs in the semi-final.
As a manager, absolutely elated, because it's everybody's dream to actually go to Wembley, be it as a manager or as a player. Just a little bit ashamed that I actually tired playing this season.
Whitby Town, recently promoted from the Northern to the Unibond League, reached Wembley with a 2-1 aggregate win against Banstead Athletic from Surrey.
We gave them a bit of advice 2 or 3 weeks ago when we said, look, you know, you're going to have to start and look after yourselves a little bit better. Maybe not drink as much or whatever else you do as much, and build themselves up ready for the game, because it is a strenuous afternoon for them, and it does take it out of you.
Whitby's last trip to the Twin Towers was to the Amateur Cup final 32 years ago.
Whitby Town have scored through Jimmy Mulvaney.
But they went on to lose 3-1 to Hendon. One man who remembers that day is Malcolm Robinson. He grew up in Whitby before moving to South Africa in 1969. Now he's come back to see his son play at Wembley.
As a father, a hell of a sense of pride. You know, as I say, I played soccer, nothing to the standards Graham's got. I think it's probably every soccer player's dream to get to Wembley. You know, for me, just the fulfilment of seeing Graham there really makes up for it. You know, I think any father would be proud of seeing his son ring out. And, win or lose, nothing will change that. You know.
Graham's achieved local notoriety not only for his elaborate celebrations, but also for his pre-match potion, normally given to racehorses.
A lady that does the